Hi, today I decided to check out the new pens which I bought online. So this is like a mrpetlife.com. Never heard about them. Looks cute, and since it was specifically for the comics, it even calls like comic pen, I decided to try. It's 5 of them. They all different sizes. The nib is different sizes. It's flat and kind of reminds me from my childhood. We had something like that. By feelings, how they kind of feel, it's just a little bit too flat and questionable already. But it looks really cute, and why not to try? So I decided to just see what will happen. They really cute, and they really good to touch. So the handles, they're very pleasure to touch, and I did like them already. I like them how they look like already when I decided to buy them. So they have these different 5 sizes, and I thought maybe I'll be able to do details and then thick places. So let's see what happened, and we will decide if it's worth it or not. I also got this new ink. So it calls Kuritake Black Ink 60, and that's supposed to quick dry, and also it's a water base. Sorry for the not in focus. But you cannot put with the other inks. And I also got the white ink Kuritake, which I already used in my previous sketches, and I did really like. It acts as a gouache, like a thick watercolor. It's a water base, but I do really like it much more than if it was gouache, because it acts much better than gouache. And also I would use today my markers because I miss them, because I did the last sketches with watercolor, but I do really miss markers, because I like usually to draw with markers better than with watercolors. So let's start today. Let's start with this new pens. And I got the smaller one because, like usually I'm doing this scrabble actions. So I thought the best way is to start with the small one. And I want to see how smooth it works or not. And honestly, it's not smooth already. But I just thought, it's brand new, so let's see what happened. Let's still continue the scribbles things to do. But still, it was really questionable. I felt it like different. It was something wrong. I felt it from beginning then that it just doesn't work for me so well. But I honestly decided to give it more chance to try. You see, I'm trying to, it works kind of okay. It goes from thicker to thinner line, works okay. But honestly, I had to really push on it, like more than if I had my previous, my tools, which I'm usually using. So I was a little bit disappointed, but I decided to continue. It still feels not the same. It's still something not right. So yes, I am recording afterwards. I know the result. I know how it end up with, but I am just following up now, and I remembering everything during this drawing. So I am still trying. It kind of goes okay. Sometimes it's really smooth, but most of the time it's not smooth. It's sometimes you see, sometimes it's missing. You have to always you have to push. Other way it wouldn't work easily. It doesn't go smooth. It doesn't go like buttery. No, it's not. Unfortunately, feels like dry. I really, really want to love them, and I'm still giving. Yeah, that's not good. Now I start to realize that something's going on, and as I said in the beginning, it feels like more flat. The metal is not that like roundish. You see, it's kind of flattish. It looks like it's more like 3D, let's say, but it's just not the form which would keep that ink. All right, you see, I'm still trying. I'm still honestly trying. I decided to try the 4 others pen with other nibs. But you can see how this ink sits inside of the pen. I would show you in a couple of seconds again. It's just not in its place, and it doesn't go easily. There's like that little thing, that little inside. The ink stays there and it doesn't flow easily, doesn't run like it's supposed to be. It just stays there until you push really hard. And if you push too much, it might give you troubles. So, but I decided to try all of them and give each of them a chance. So this is the second one. It's a thick one. And honestly, the thicker one works even worse. It feels much drier and doesn't go that smooth at all. I did really wanna love them. I did really think that when I will have this 5 different sizes, it will be much easier for me to change them while I am drawing. And that was my thought when I decided to buy them. Looks like it goes smooth so far. And I was happy because I thought, oh, maybe because it was like new and didn't go so smooth, and now it goes better. So I'm keeping drawing. Now it kind of feels better. And I got really happy and I continued. Still sad that the thinner one didn't work out as I wanted. But I thought, okay, maybe one will be okay, another one will be less or better. Everything might be in life. So at least one from 5 of them would be okay. But then you see, it's just didn't want to work. Now look. While I was working, imagine if you're doing project or something and then that thing happened. Then what? You ruined your project. So I was really disappointed after that, but I still want to give a try to my leftover pens. So let's see what happened now. So this one, I think it's second thick. So the first very, very thin was, and this one is like second in line, because I didn't put them one after another one how this supposed to be. I just got whatever I got. So this looks feels better than thick one. So in the end of the day, I realized that the thinner one work better than thicker, but you see, it's missing. It's got dry so quick, and you see where the ink is. The whole ink collects in there in that hole, but nothing goes to the end. Nothing flows. Nothing runs as it's supposed to be. And I was really frustrated and disappointed. I mean, that looks okay, but when you it's hard to work with this, you are losing your interest to work. And it's just when your tool is not okay, Thanks. So you got my point. When your tools are not working for you, yeah, I tried more. But I think you understand me. I think you got my point. And then I tried another one. You see, I really want to have 5 different sizes. I can't just work with one. And the parallel pen, even the thicker one, you can turn like 90 degrees and it will be a thin one. In this case, you cannot turn 90 degrees. It will never work because it's too flat and the whole ink is collecting in that hole. And that's it. So I really, really want to give them a chance. But I decided to try to start another sketch. I didn't want to just be disappointed today and have no any result, no any new sketch for you guys. So I decided to get my favorite pilot parallel pen. So let's draw with parallel pen. Woohoo! Look how smooth it is. Look how smooth it is. And if you see, I'm working with the side to make the line really thin. It's a 90 degrees now, and the ink goes from the side, not even from the being putting flat like usually. When I will need to have thicker lines, then I will turn it 90 degrees and it will be thick. So that it works like 360. Look how smooth it is. And this is not an advertisement for Pilot. It's my honest opinion, and I'm so happy I have them. I'm so happy that I discovered them in my life because I can do whatever I want. And look how fast I don't need to dip every moment. How much faster I already almost finished this building as opposed to I was trying to do with the other pens, and it was much slower and stubborn and dry and just didn't work like this one. And look how quick where am I right now with this pen. So I guess this video is about not about my new experiment, but about how much I like a parallel pen. That's probably it. All right, so as usually, scribble scrabble, never use pen with the eraser, never erase, and it's not a mess. As told my favorite teacher in university, it's not a mess, it's an art. It's your searchings. It's not a mess because, ready? A mess is outside after the rain. If you're walking on the ground, on the farm, then it's the mess. Anything on the paper are your searchings. It's an art. It's not a mess. And I remember that words, and I 100% agree with him. Okay, so yeah, sorry for talking. Did you notice that I was using 90 degrees turning this pen and I made a thicker lines? And all with one pen. You see, everything I am drawing with one size of this pen. Even though I have 4 sizes of this parallel pen, but I kind of like this one. It's my favorite. But again, you can get any sizes. So anyway, with just one size of parallel pen, I was able to do different sizes of thickness of the lines, as opposed to that previous pen, I wasn't able to do so. It was barely was making even their own lines. I never could choose the thickness with them. You see, now it's thicker because I turned 90 degrees and now it's flat and I can make thicker lines. My drawing is getting more alive now because thicker lines, when it's thick and thin, it gives you more life to your lines. And when you show shades and shapes of the objects, it gives your sketch more livable, more life, and it looks much better, and it looks like much richer and tastier, if you wish, as I think it's looks tasty when it's variety of the lines. Also, I'm trying to go ahead and show the darkness and show the shades and shadows with the pen, even though I know that I will use my markers afterwards, and I can make with the color shades and shadows. I still would like to do first with my ink shades and shadows where I think works better. So when sketch will be already look good without color, it should look good even by itself without any color. So it's like, imagine if you decide, okay, would I like to buy this sketch without any color? Is it good enough for me? If it's not, it means it's not ready yet and you better continue. So the moment when you think, I would buy that one, then it means stop, good enough, don't do anything else. Or please continue and work on it till you would like to have it and put it on your wall. That's were words from my another teacher, but here in America, so that was a female teacher. So she told that she told about my project, like, hey, would you like to buy this project? Would you like to put it on your own wall? And I was like, and she thought, okay, don't answer to me, answer to yourself. The moment you decide that you would like to put this on your own wall means you're happy with yourself and the project is ready. And I absolutely agree with her words too. So I'm working on my sketch till I decided that it's good enough already, and the color is just to make it a little bit more bright and happy. But usually I like black and white by itself anyway. I would even leave like that, but just color makes a little bit more life. I don't know. Still, I would like to work with the ink as long as I can to make it as tasty as it's possible. So now I'm drawing the windows, and there are darks because it's shades. I know it's windows. You can see it's a glass, and I'm trying to put there some of decorations or some something there is going on inside. And usually it's dark inside when you're looking from outside, but there's some other things indicates that there's something's going on, not just like dark and that's it. No, there might be like reflections from the sun, from something from outside, from the streets, or even decorations on the glass itself. So this is what I'm trying to something I'm trying to put like it is, and something just like suggestions which makes you feel that that's window and there's something's going on. So now we are doing this continue the roof. So I'm coming back. You see how I'm working? I'm working here and there, wherever I feel like, oh, I need to add something dark in here. And then I think, oh, I didn't put some dark in here to indicate the shade in there. So I'm going to the other place. Some people are working like step by step, slowly, like from left to right. Okay, good for them, but I cannot be working so like a mechanical way. I always need to, I'm always jumping from place to place. Maybe it's better because I realize that when you stay longer on same spot, your eyes got tired from that spot. Not that tired, but got used to see that spot, and then your eye doesn't see your mistakes or your when something is missing, you don't realize it. But when you're jumping from one place to another one, and then back, and then again back, you are watching on that places with kind of fresh eye, and it helps you to realize that there's something missing or something didn't go well, and you're trying to change it. And now you see I'm doing on this walls just as suggestions of the brick look like. I don't want to draw every brick because it's a loose sketching, and because the whole style is like that, and it's supposed to look like a playful. And now finally I get my favorite Copics. You see, originally I would like to just use ink and Copics, but I just realized that you guys like watercolor in sketches, and I see a lot of other artists and sketchers on YouTube and everywhere. They're using watercolor mostly. I don't understand why. Well, maybe because when you go out, when you go to a plein air, it's easier to just have your watercolor and one brush, as opposed to have like 15 colors of the of the Copics. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because of feelings and looks kind of softer watercolor. I do like watercolor on the watercolor paper. It looks good, but I don't know why, but I still prefer to work with the markers. It's kind of like we're not the best friends with the watercolors, I would say. So I would like to be friends with them, but it just doesn't work for me so good like with markers. I'm not telling I am the best at markers, but I feel them better. I trust them better. I don't know, but anyway, today I'm using them and I'm happy. So I'm using them here and there. I'm trying to not overwhelm one side of the painting of the sketch with just one color. I'm trying to spread the same color here and there to make a harmony, to keep a balance, just if it's possible. So if at least even little dot or little something to make a balance from one side to another, I would try to kind of add that color everywhere by little bit. And right now, you guys ask me, how's Pixel, my new puppy? He's sitting with me right now. He's listening how I am describing my process. And he's trying to be quiet. He is almost 6 months old now. And he is not that puppy anymore. Like in first days, I adopted him when he was 3 months old. He's still funny. He's still good. He's losing his teeth now. And I collected 5 of them already. I don't know where the others. No idea. I don't even want to think about that. Maybe he swallowed them or something. I don't know. Yeah. Do you have any experience with your puppies? Where they put their teeth? How they collect? I mean, how it's? I don't want to think about it, but I think he still has some old teeth. I mean, milk teeth, baby teeth, which he needs to get rid from. We're still waiting, but the thing is, he's doing everything in the house, everything, furniture, and everything. If Mama is not looking around, he would be. Uh, yeah, we're trying not to, but anyway, he's doing well. Okay, back to my sketch. You see, I'm adding here and there, even though like logically it's supposed to not be this color in here, like on a roof, like why? But little bit reflection and there from the wall, why not? And it gives you like more cohesive feelings with these colors if they exist in many places of the sketch. Again, it makes it like more balanced. You might not even notice. Sometimes it's so light, but it's there. It makes it work. It works. It's not necessary to notice it, but somehow it exists and it gives us dimension. You see, I'm giving here and there. You almost don't see it, but it's there. Believe me, it gives that cohesive feelings in the end of the day. Oh, sometimes I'm just going crazy, just like I did. Yoo-hoo! I'm happy that this sketch turned out to be much better and easier with my parallel pen, because honestly I was thinking, oh my god, I ruined that sketch with that pens, and how would be my friends, how they will be disappointed that I didn't finish up that sketch, and I decided to do it for you with my parallel pen. Okay, now that's white ink, which is almost gouache look like, but better. I do really like it. I really, really like how it works. It's thick enough and it just works great. Dries really quick. And it doesn't work. It's not transparent. You see, I can cover anything, and it's absolutely covering whatever I need. It does its job. Why do I need it? Because sometimes some lines, they would be not that accurate. Yeah, I know. My sketch is all like this. It's not accurate lines and it's really loose. But what I mean, sometimes you just want to add some reflections or more straight line, because sometimes you do need straight places, some of them, to emphasize the shape of whatever you drew. Just like here, I just did on the window. So this is why I use it. Not too much. Preferable never use at all, but it's never happened, of course. You always made some mistakes. We're all human. Well, so... So yes, for this ink, I would give a 10 out of 10. But for that today's pens, I'm sorry, I wouldn't use them ever again. I might use them as a pens. I will just put my nibs and use with my nibs, my old nibs, because I do really like the pens themselves. They're very, very cozy, feels on your hand. But the nibs themselves, they're, sorry, didn't work for me. Maybe they will work for somebody else. Yeah. Hey, stop. Don't do too much. Don't overdo. Come on. And Pixel just look at me like, what are you talking, Mama? Who are you talking with? I'm right here. Look at me, Mama. All right, so this sketch we did with Pixel. Right, Pixel? So here we go, a new sketch today. I tried my best. I hope you like it. Please write me down if you like or not, and what else you want me to explain you or to tell you, and I will. Thank you guys. Bye bye.